take a look at the major muscles on human body. We'll start with the muscles attached to the frontal bone, that's your frontalis. Muscles attached to the occipital bone is called occipitalis. This white sheath of tendon that connects the frontalis and occipitalis together is called epicranial aponeurosis. Muscles above the ear is called auricularis superior. Muscles in front of the ear is called auricularis anterior, and the muscles behind the ear is called auricularis posterior. Muscles around the eye is called orbicularis oculi. The outer layer of orbicularis oculi is called pars orbicularis, and the inner layer is called pars palpebralis. The muscles around the lips are called orbicularis oris, and the muscles over here that pulls the face down, make a sad face at the angle, that is called depressor anguli oris. And over here that pulls the lips down is called depressor labii inferioris. And the muscles above the lip that pulls the lip up is called levator labii superioris. And the muscles at your chin is called mentalis. The smiling muscle right here is rhizoids. Muscle fibers goes horizontally. And over here is your zygomatic major. Above that is zygomatic minor. They are the real smiling muscles. Here at the mandible, we have a sheath of muscles going down along the neck, very superficial. It's your platysma. The strongest muscle of the body is your masseter, the chewing muscles. For dogs, it's probably even stronger. And together with masseter, temporalis is also one of your chewing muscles that is attached to the temporal bone. And deeper to your cheek muscles, over here you have a buccinator. And let's take a look at the neck muscles. The biggest one over here is your sternocleidomastoid, SCM. Big muscles on the back, superficial level. That is your superior fiber of the trapezius right there. Here, the neck muscle, splenius capitis. This muscle pulls your shoulder blades, your scapula up, levator scapula. Here is the posterior fiber of scalene, or posterior scalene, middle scalene, and anterior scalene. This muscle is the posterior belly of omohyoid, and over here is the superior belly of omohyoid. In the front of your throat, that's your sternohyoid. Deeper to the sternohyoid, there's sternothyroid. And let's take a look of the chest muscles. The superficial big layer, big sheath of muscle is called pectoralis major. And deeper to the pectoralis major, there is pectoralis minor. And the muscles in between the ribs are called intercostal muscles. Muscle fiber goes this way is called external intercostal muscles. The muscle that goes this way is internal intercostal muscles. And the muscle fiber goes over here, like a wing, serratus anterior. And the muscles at the abdominal wall, we have rectus abdominis. And on this side, that's your superficial level. Muscle fibers goes this way, that's your external obliques. And then this is the deeper layer. And then the muscle fibers going upward, that's your internal obliques. And then we're flipping open to see the inside of the torso in the front of the body. Over here, you'll see the muscle fibers going perpendicularly this way. That's your diaphragm, the breathing muscle. And muscle fibers goes this way all the way down, and That's your transverse abdominis. Over here, the muscle fibers going down. That's your rectus abdominis. It is from the front and also on the back. Take a look of the back muscles. This trapezoid shape of muscle is your trapezius. And then over here, the big muscle all the way down to your lower back, that's your latissimus dorsi. Over here, this is your erector spinae muscle groups. This is your posterior serratus inferior. And this is rhomboid major and rhomboid minor. Rotate your cuff muscles. This is your scapula. Spine of the scapula, supraspinatus, infraspinatus, and subscapularis. Now let's take a look of the muscles at your lower body. Here the biggest muscle, gluteus maximus, and deeper to the maximus, gluteus medius, piriformis, superior gemellus, obturator internus, inferior gemellus, and quadratus femoris. Those are the 5 deep hip rotator muscles for external rotation. Now let's look at the muscles on the leg. Over here you can see this is your hamstrings, and hamstrings are made up by 3 different muscles: the biceps femoris, and semitendinosus, semimembranosus. This big muscle you see is adductor magnus. We'll continue with the muscles on the leg. This are your hamstrings. You have biceps femoris, semitendinosus, semimembranosus. Turning to the adductors, you have adductor magnus, adductor longus, and gracilis. Over here, that's the longest muscle of the body, sartorius. And turning to the front, we have the quadricep muscles, vastus medialis, vastus lateralis, rectus femoris, and then below or deeper, to the vastus femoris is your vastus intermedialis. All right, let's put this piece back. This is your sartorius. All right. Okay. Now here we have some hip flexor muscles on the top, and this is our psoas major. Psoas major going down and join the iliacus together make the iliopsoas. So these are the upper thigh muscles. Let's take a look down to the lower leg muscles. Muscles in the front of your tibia. This is your tibialis anterior, and this muscle is called extensor digitorum longus, and this is fibularis longus and fibularis brevis. Turn to the back. This is gastrocnemius and soleus. Over here, you can see flexor digitorum longus, and this is the calcaneus tendon. And over here is the extensor retinaculum.